Hey there, this is Ahmed. How are you doing today? So, welcome to my show. It's the Jargon Buster Show, as I call it now. So this is the first episode of the Jargon Buster Show. So what this show is about, it's about me answering questions related to online marketing and online marketing technology. So are you wondering about some online marketing technology questions? Do you want answers for some of the confusing things that are happening in the world, in today's world of online marketing technology? So I'm here to answer all those questions to you. So this show is going to be live 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Singapore time, or 8:30 a.m. New York time, right? So please like, please share, please comment so that I can spread my message to more people and help more people get their online marketing funnels and technology up and running. Yeah. Hey Justin, thanks for the comment. So who else is online? Come on, comment. I see 9 people are online. Can you guys come in so that I can see who's online? Go ahead, comment. Mohammed Bashir Alim, thank you for joining today. So I'm going to kickstart today's session. Nazir, hi. Hi. So today we have 3 questions. Hey Karthikeyan, good to see you, man. So today we have 3 questions. One is about content marketing. Is it still... Wa alaikum salam, Jahabar. Hi. So the first question is about content marketing. Is it still valid in 2016? The question was asked by Avinash. The second question is about Facebook retargeting. Facebook retargeting, how will it work? What are the limitations of Facebook retargeting? Can Facebook track people if they are on incognito mode? Alaikum salam. So, hello Saleh. Saleh Chacha is also there. 2 Salehs are there. Welcome. Thank you for joining today. So the third question is about how do you figure out the challenges that your market faces at the moment. So let's look at the first question. Is content marketing valid in 2016? Is it still valid like it was during the golden years? Thank you. So the question is more focused on everybody is jumping on content marketing and asking to create content, long form content, and run with funnels and stuff. How's this whole thing working? So this is exactly what I help my clients with. So content marketing is still valid in 2016. It's valid in a different way. Back 5 years back and all, people used to create content and post it on their blogs, and they have an email list and they communicate with their email list. But day by day, when people are getting more savvy with their online world and more spam is being generated in the world, they are very scary of giving out their email addresses to people. So that's the situation now. So it's 5 times hard to get an email address from a person than it used to be in 5 years back. So what is content marketing? So you need to understand the whole picture of online marketing. I simplified it into 3 steps. You need 3 steps for an online marketing system to work. First is that you need to be able to attract an audience, and you should be able to capture in some way. You need to trap them in some way. Maybe getting an email address, or it could be that you tag them using retargeting pixels, which could be the Facebook retargeting pixels. Or come on guys, comment. I cannot see who's joining. I have 12, 14 people online. There were 20 people a couple of minutes back. Comment here so that I can know who's here and all. So attract an audience, then capture them so that you can go and go back to them and communicate with them again. And the third step is to convert them into paying customers. Okay, so these are the three steps for an online marketing funnel. So it's a very simplified form of a huge system that I've learned. Sorry, there was a drop. So, hey Manish, good to have you, man. Larry, thank you for joining. Come on guys, come on. You have to comment so that I can see who is here. So attract, capture, and convert. So attracting an audience is usually done by content marketing. If you see, content is not just blog posts. It could be videos like I'm doing now. I'm actually doing content marketing right now. I'm bringing you guys in and I'm delivering value to you. Why? Because that's the first step in an online funnel. It's the way for you to attract people and bring it in front of you. So why attract people? For you to make sales online or offline, you need to build trust. That's key for you to make sales online or offline. Okay, so how do you build trust? It's mostly in online terms they say it as building know, like, and trust. You need to build three things. So how do you make yourself known outside in the world? How do you make yourself known as an expert in the field that you're doing, right? So and how do you get people liking you, and then how do you get people to trust you? These are the three things that are required for you to make sales online or offline, for that matter, right? So content marketing, as I said, it's the beginning of your funnel. It's where you attract people and you are able to capture them, right? So let's see. So let's compare old school blogging, which used to be valid like 5 years back, and new age content marketing. So old school blogging is that people write really valuable content like 2,000 words, 1,000 words plus, and then they really prepare a guide or a lead magnet or whatever, and then they put it out. They put out the content on their blog, and they go and put that blog article into different syndication sites like dig.com or whatever. So all they're doing is that they are creating the content and then they are exposing the content to the world. So right now, new age content marketing is social media. Social media is the new syndication platform. So you create one content and then you make it into different forms. For example, right now I'm creating this content in a video form. I can convert this into text form and then I can put it on Facebook, or I can create a blog post out of this. And then I can create a podcast. I can just rip off this MP3 from this audio from this video, and then I can make it as a podcast. So these are different delivery channels. Earlier, it used to be like search engines and dig.com or whatever blog syndication sites where there were people visiting and looking for content. Right now, there are no. Dig.com. I don't know how much it is. It is very engaged, but most people right now spend their time in Facebook. And on average, a Facebook user is spending like 30 minutes of his or her day, on Facebook. So this is. And most of next to email, Facebook is the biggest platform out there. So most of them, whatever market you're focusing on, everybody is on Facebook, right? So that's pretty much it. So the thing is, you need to create content. Content How to create content, I'll go to that later. So the content marketing is still valid, just that the form of content marketing is different. Okay, so people share content on YouTube, on Facebook Live, Facebook posts, even on blogs, and then they syndicate that on different platforms. So it could be that I create a blog and share it on Facebook, or convert it into a video and put it on YouTube. So syndication. Syndication is very important because you need to get that message delivered to people, right? So that's pretty much the basic of content marketing. So how can you create valuable content which is not repetitive? So most of the people, what they do is that they find the best content there and then improve upon it a little bit and then post it as their own. So what happens is that, as Avinash pointed in his question, people get really frustrated that it's repetitive information, that everybody's sharing the same thing. So it's not really, you're not building authority there. You're not building any like there. You're not building any trust there, because it's just copied content from somebody else, right? So how can you create really valuable content which is very unique to your market and what you do? So you need to become an expert, right? So how do you become an expert? For being an expert, you need to have something unique. So for example, Tesla is dominating the electric car market because they have some system, and that is the patented system that they have within Tesla, which makes them very unique in the world. So same way, there are multiple other companies, and like Apple has their own patents. That's why they are leading in the market. So you need to create your own system. I call it the signature system. So you need to create your own signature system of how you solve a problem. So you need to think of your market, a person. Say, for example, if you're a life coach, you want to help somebody overcome their fears, right? So what you do is that you look at the person right now, where they are. So they are fearful. So look at the person where they will be. So the end state is that they have given up all their fears and they are ready to take action, right? It could be that they weren't able to swim, or they weren't able to go and do public speaking or whatever. So this is all the different things, right? So you need to think of the person on point A and point B, and then you need to see how you can bridge the gap between point A and point B. Right. This is a very good thing that I learned from my mentor, Chris Duncan. So all credits to him, that he's the first person who introduced this to me. So you need to think of the person who is in the current situation, point A, and then the later situation, which is point B. I know it would be flipped or whatever. Just think of it that left and right. Anyway, so point A to point B. So think of the person who's in point A and think of the person who's in point B. For example, in the life coach case, for giving up the fears, they need to be more self-aware. That's the first step. Then address those fears with something. They need to build habits to overcome their fears. They need to increase their comfort zone, right? So like 3-step process to become fearless, right? So this is a system that we have formed, and this is very unique to you as the expert. So you need to create that system first, and then create your content around that system. So for example, I just said that attract, capture, and convert. That's my system for online marketing, right? It's a distilled version that I learned from multiple experts that I've taken courses and coaching from. So I have simplified it. I like simplicity, so I simplified it into like attract, capture, and convert. So all my content marketing online will be based on these 3 aspects. Got it? So that bringing in your system makes you an expert. And then when you create content around your system, people know about you, your system. They like you because you're sharing a lot of knowledge. They call it, like I call it, value bombs. You actually drop value bombs so that people get a lot of value from you. When you give value, they like you a lot, right? And then they also build trust upon you. So this is the step to build know, like, and trust with your customers. So content marketing is essentially to build the know, like, and trust concept. All right. So one more thing I wanted to add is that if you see Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone, who are like the leading experts in like marketing and business and sales today. So what they do is that they jump on videos. People don't consider it as content marketing because they're still thinking that only blogs are content marketing, but actually they are doing content marketing. They are letting them know to the world. They are building like, because people like when people are on video, and they build a better connection. So they trust people a lot. So they are one of the examples of content marketing in the new age. So if you notice closely, what Gary Vee does is that he converts the content, like I said earlier, he creates the content on video, then he converts it into a blog post, then he converts into a book, and then he sells millions of copies. So it's pretty much he learns the challenges that his market faces, and then he creates content based on that, and then he spreads it like anything, right? So he sells millions of books around the world. So that's about it. Content marketing. So hope it was helpful. Can you guys comment if you have any questions? Hey, welcome Parviz, welcome Sham, Paul, Peter Luffman, welcome brother. So the next question is about retargeting. So what is retargeting? I need to give a brief before I go into the details of this retargeting. Retargeting is a new concept that was introduced by all these online ad companies. So what they do is that they actually tag you on they tag you with a cookie. It's called a cookie. It's a browser cookie. So what they do is that they create. So you visit a website. You would have noticed this if you bought something from Amazon.com. What happens is that you jump onto Amazon.com, you explore a product, you go to Facebook, suddenly the product comes as an ad in Facebook, and you will be like, how did Facebook know that I browsed this product? It's because of this retargeting pixels. Okay, so when you visit Amazon.com and you browse some product, Facebook tracks that you visited that product page, and then they have enough systems to let Facebook know, Amazon has enough systems to let Facebook know that, hey, show this product to Ahmed, right? So this is called retargeting. So that's pretty much it, pretty much the basics of retargeting. So what are the limitations as asked by Larry? So pretty much a limitation could be that if you're installing retargeting pixels on your blog, what happens is that there is this thing called the bounce rate. So bounce rate is the people who just visit a blog, quickly scroll through and then close it. So these are like unengaged people. What can happen is that you may end up tagging these lurkers, as I call it, like they just don't care about you. They don't want to spend time in your blog. They just want to jump in and then like quickly browse it and jump out. Like they are not your target audience, right? So they're not going to buy anything from you, no matter you send them anything. So this is one of the limitations. So when people jump on and then these are the bouncers, they just jump in and then they just jump out. These people are not going to buy anything from you. What can happen is that Facebook can mistakenly tag these people, and it will actually waste your advertising dollars. So one good way to overcome this is to use a JavaScript. It's a script that can lazy trigger the pixel. So which means that it will only after 5 seconds will the pixel appear on the page. So only the person who spent more than 5 seconds will get tagged by Facebook. So that's one way that you can overcome the limitation. But if you're building your audience newly, then don't care about it. It's just go ahead, because you need at least 1,000 people on your retargeting list to run ads to that list. Okay, so if you're starting up, don't care about this limitation. But if you're huge and then you have like tens of thousands of visitors every single day, then you need to care about this, right? So then there is another tool as well. It's called Connect Retarget. It actually allows you to do some detailed retargeting, like how much time they spent on your website. And even Facebook allows you to track that time, like people who have spent more than 15 minutes, you can just show ads to those people. And there is another way to retarget as well. People who have watched your video for quite some time, you can retarget them. Then, can you retarget people on Facebook if they surf incognito? So incognito is a mode which allows your browser to be anonymous to the website that you're visiting. What can happen is that if the person, a simple answer is no, it won't be tracked. However, there is one way that it could be tracked. It could be tracked if the person is actually jumping in and what do you say? They jump in. Let me think of an example. So they're browsing Amazon.com, and then they also joined. Hey, thanks for sharing, guys. So hey, Bashir, thanks for sharing, and another person also shared. I don't know who was it, but thank you for that. So so as I said, can you retarget people on Facebook if they surf on incognito? So the only way that you could tag them is that they opened Facebook.com on a browser tab, and then they browsed Amazon.com. In that case, Facebook would already have placed the cookie there, and then you went to Amazon.com, then you could get tagged. That's the only reason that you could get tagged when you're on incognito mode. Okay. So the third question was from Liam. It was about how do you figure out the challenges that your market faces? This is a huge question, and it's very, very important question. I know, Liam, you know better than me. But anyway, I will explain this for to help others. Right. So the thing is how to figure out the challenges. Why do you care about the challenges? So when you want to attract an audience to you, you need to care about it. You need to care about what they want, isn't it? So you need to know what they care about, what problems they face day by day. What are the what things they? I mean, what else are they buying? What else do they want and what they need? And so simply, it's fears and frustrations and aspirations and the needs they have in their life. So you need to really, really study the target audience that you have. So to do that, you can actually hey, Yuvraj, thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. So another person has shared. I don't know who. Please comment here. I shared it. Thank you. So I mean, thank you for sharing without me asking you. So appreciate it. So I'd love if you guys can share it more. So yeah. So back to how do you figure out the fears and frustrations and the aspirations and the needs and the wants, right? The 5 things that your market cares about. So all you do is that if you run a physical retail shop, right? You have like hundreds of visitors, hundreds of customers every day. Just bring one person aside and then ask them like, oh, okay, why did you visit my shop, right? They're gonna say, oh, I wanted to buy, let's say, a toothbrush. So they came to buy a toothbrush. So why do they need a toothbrush, right? I mean, I know it's stupid to ask somebody, why do you need a toothbrush? But let's take it as an example. Okay, so you ask, why do you need a toothbrush? Hey, oh, I need to brush my teeth every morning, right? So that's the want they have, right? They want them, why do they want it? So if you dig deeper, like, why do you want to brush your teeth every day? So they will say that, oh, I need to brush my teeth so that my teeth are white, or my breath smells good. So this is a very simple example that I'm saying. So you need to really, really understand the core wants and the core fears and the core frustrations that your market has. Why? Because you need to create content. It goes back to the content marketing thing that I mentioned in the first, as the answer for the first question, right? So you need to create content around their fears and frustrations, you know, how to address them and stuff like that. That's how you deliver value to people, right? So pretty much, I think those were the 3 questions. There was another question asked by somebody. Let me browse there. Okay. If, by the way, if you have more questions, then you can just ask it right here. Comment below. Apart from new GIF images, what are the innovative ways of marketing on Facebook or any other platform? Manish. Thanks for asking, brother. Well, the best way, which I'm doing right now, is Facebook Live. Facebook wants to steal the live broadcasters from Periscope and the other platforms. They want to get hold of this area. That's the primary business reason that Facebook is promoting Facebook Live. So if I post a Facebook video and a Facebook Live, the Facebook Live has like at least 10x potential to spread more to more people, because Facebook's algorithm is designed in such a way that it promotes Facebook Live. They want more people to do Facebook Live. That's why they have wired it this way. So the best thing that all the experts are now doing is Facebook Live. That's the best way to spread your message across Facebook. Other than that, organic marketing is really getting tough and tough every day because more competitors are jumping in. So as Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels, he says that, you know, I think it's a quote by somebody, but he quotes it. So what he says is that at the end, the business who can spend the most gets the most customers and win the market, right? So if you're just relying on free traffic, free organic marketing, free everything, it's very tough. So if you have the energy to do it, go ahead. But I would advise you to explore paid advertising methods. So that's it today. I have answered 4 questions. I'll be doing the same live every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, so I'm committing this to you guys so I can help more and more people, right? So if there are any more questions, then you can just comment below this video or send me a Facebook message. Do anything, like, I mean, some way that it can reach me, or tag it with Ask Mzee, AskMzee. If you just tag it, then I will search before I jump on the live so that I can find those questions and I can answer them live. Okay, so what we saw in today's live telecast is we saw that we learned about content marketing. Is it still valid in 2016? We talked about the attract, capture, and convert funnel. Then we talked about the know, like, and trust factor that is necessary for you to make sales online. Then we talked about creating your own system and being an expert in your field, which makes sure that your message is unique and your content is really unique. And the next one we saw was we learned about retargeting a little bit, basics about retargeting. What is it about? And the question was about limitations. I explained what are the limitations there. And finally, I also answered another question about retargeting, which is very techy. The last question that was asked earlier was about challenges. How do you figure out the challenges that your market faces? So a good book to read for learning the challenges and all is the book Ask by Ryan Levick. So it's a very good book. It's a very detailed book. It's a very good philosophy. And he's making, like, his funnels are making like millions of dollars every single day. So it's kind of figuring out what the market wants and then segmenting them into different things. It's a huge concept. I cannot explain in like 2 minutes, but But check it out, Ask by Ryan Levick. And the last question was about what are the new marketing tools available. So the latest marketing tool available is Facebook Live, which I'm doing right now. So it's the best tool available right now to get your message across to as many people as you want. So I'm done for today. Thank you for joining in. It's fantastic to have like 12, 15, 20 people online. I am planning to do this 3 times a week. Appreciate your time and love you guys.